Anyways, it's amazing. I love it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have another monthly favorites video for you guys. If you guys didn't already know, I don't tend to do these favorite videos every single month. I kind of spread it out, maybe every 2 months, maybe every 3 months, because with skincare and stuff like that, I don't like to change up my routine too much, just because I'm comfortable with the stuff that I'm already using and I know that it works. And when I introduce new things into my routine, sometimes that can really affect my skin negatively because I'm very sensitive. So in terms of products that I use and switch out a lot, it kind of leans more towards makeup, and then a lot of times I just try stuff and I don't use it consistently enough over the course of a month or whatever, so I don't really like develop any solid thoughts about it. So that's why I just kind of wait till I have a nice little bunch of stuff so I can then do a video, and that usually takes me 2 to 3 months, maybe 4, maybe 5, whatever. So these are just like sporadic, they're not really very consistent, just because I like to really try stuff and really know if I like it before I just kind of like crank out a video. So I'm just gonna hop into my favorites, and I think I'm gonna start with makeup just because I have just a few things to talk about. So my first favorite in makeup is this Lancome Juicy Tube, and it is in the shade Spring Fling. So if you guys haven't seen this video already, I think it was my Carly by Belle video I did the makeup on. I used this stuff on my lips, and even in my like purple smoky eye makeup I use this on my lips. I've been really loving this gloss. I have it on right now. I have a lip liner on, and then I put this over. So thick and makes your lips look so shiny and juicy. I love it. I love it. I love it. My next makeup favorite has been this Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighting powder. So this was part of like their new line or something, I don't know, Mega Glow, whatever. They came out with, I don't know if it's 2 or more highlighters. I grabbed Precious Petals, and I have another one that is a bit darker than this one, and I have been loving this. I'm wearing it on today. It gives you a pretty natural highlight. It's not super in your face bam, but you can build it up, and if you spray some setting spray or something and put it on over it, it'll give you more shine. I just really have been loving this because it looks natural and it's not chunky. So the problem I have with a lot of highlights is that it can get super chunky, and then when you put it on your cheeks especially, it can really highlight texture or even like create texture that wasn't there or you didn't like see before, and it can look kind of like scales on a fish. But this stuff I've been able to like really layer, and it still does not look thick and chunky, and I've been loving that. My next random beauty favorite, and my last like beauty makeup related favorite, is actually just a brush, and this is like super janky at the end here, but this is a Real Techniques contour brush, and I don't use this for contouring. Recently I haven't been using a beauty blender because when I do people's makeup, I've never ever used a beauty blender, just because I had like my whole brush kit and everything, and I was able to still give like a really flawless beat without having to use a sponge. Like if I really wanted to like really kind of thin it out and not have the makeup look too full coverage and like too heavy, I want it to look more natural, I would wet a sponge and then go in. But for the most part, like I consistently use brushes on clients, so I was like, yo, why don't I just do that for myself? Like I never think to do that for my own skin. Lately I've been using it to blend out foundation, and then I go in with my beauty blender and just like pat it on over. This is like one of my favorites, and I haven't used it for contouring, but I'll try it out and see how it goes. But I just like it for putting my foundation, spreading it out, buffing it in, and then my beauty blender over it, and I really like it. Now the next couple items I have are all skincare related in terms of my favorites. So I'm gonna start off with this guy. This is the Health and Beauty Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay, the world's most powerful facial deep pore cleansing, whatever. Yeah, this stuff. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this on social media somewhere, right? Because I know like I saw some Instagram videos of people making face masks with these. But anyways, I have always really enjoyed like clay masks and charcoal masks and just like face masks in general that aim to target pore size and like getting rid of blackheads and kind of like really tightening up the skin and targeting acne and all that stuff. Right? This stuff is so good. Oh my gosh, it really does help minimize the size of breakouts and just get rid of them completely also. But it's a really good face mask if you're somebody that's struggling with breakouts. So my next couple of favorites are all kind of related. I initially went to the Vitamin Shop to pick up some cold pressed face oils. Now, I've used cold pressed oils before, not on my face, more so like castor oil and stuff like that, so that I can help like my eyelashes or my eyebrows or my hair grow, whatever. But never have I put them on my face, and that's something I've always been scared of. And I think a lot of people are scared of oils on their face, especially if you have oily skin. Now, my little like tip to you is, do not be afraid of putting oil on your face if you have acne or if you have oily skin, large pores, whatever, because it can be really good for you. The only thing you have to be careful of is the quality of the oil you're using, where you're getting it from, like what kind of oil is it. The oils have to be cold pressed in order for them to work. If you're getting high grade organic cold pressed oils, they are not at all going to break you out in the slightest. So make sure whatever oil it is, whatever brand it is, that it is 100% like cold pressed, and you'll be fine. You'll have beautiful, gorgeous skin, girlfriend. I promise you. There were a bunch of oils there. I just picked up 3. So the first one I'm gonna talk about is, this is cold pressed rose hip oil, certified organic, whatever. And this brand I've never heard of before, never tried before. I really like though that on their boxes and on the packaging of the product, they kind of let you know what this is good for, like in terms of your skin type and everything. So it says on every one of them it's 100% pure natural, it's cold pressed, whatever. And then it tells you like, is it anti-aging, is it good for mature skin, is it good for oily skin, or whatever. So this rosehip oil is especially good for regenerating and revitalizing, good for mature and problematic skin, me, correct skin damage and blemishes, also me. So I know that rosehip oil I've tried before in high school, and the one I had got, my mom bought it from Whole Foods, I remember specifically, and I put that on my face and it was so greasy and disgusting, and I felt like it broke me out. It was fragranced heavily, and I was just like, ugh, this is not for me. Like this is disgusting. And I like rosehip oil, I knew was supposed to be really good for healing acne scarring and any kind of discoloration that's left behind. So I like really wanted to try it, but that stuff was, in high school when I tried it, it was like gross. It was super oily and greasy. The problem is the one my mom bought was not cold pressed. So you guys, it is so important that these oils have to be cold pressed, or else they're not gonna work for you. They're just gonna be gross, slippery grease balls on your face. It's just like, it's not a good look, and it's not gonna actually heal and make your skin better. So just make sure whatever it is that you're using, it's cold pressed. The next thing that I picked up is the pomegranate oil, and I've never ever tried pomegranate oil before. So this one caught my eye because it said that it's good for oily skin, acne prone skin, and it's packed with antioxidants. So when it said that it was good for oily skin, I was just like, girl, I need that in my life. So this stuff smells so delicious. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And I've been using it in the daytime, and then in the nighttime is when I'll use these other 2 oils. So the third and last oil that I got is the Tamanu oil, and this is good for acne care, wound care, daily oil for anti-aging, perfect for all skin types, whatever, right? So that's this green stuff. This stuff and the rose hip I use at nighttime. I just alternate. I don't use them together. I just alternate. If I use this one night, maybe I'll use this the next night, or so on and so forth. But in the daytime, I pretty much strictly stick to this just because I've been breaking out. This is the pomegranate, by the way. Just because I've been breaking out recently and I wanted to kind of get that under control. So I'm going to do like a full video on these oils separately in the future for sure, because there's so much to be said. And I don't want this video to be like super long. One thing I do want to add for people who don't know, when your oils are organic and they're cold pressed, there's no added fragrance or anything like that. They're going to smell true to the ingredient that is used. Oh my gosh, this packaging, like, this company is so good because on their box and everything they say what is it says here, like the fragrance. There's a little note they give you. So it says, the aroma of this product is due to its unprocessed, unrefined nature and therefore is natural. If you're using like your rosehip oil and it smells like a field of roses, you're not using a cold pressed organic unrefined product. Like, they put fragrance in that. So rosehip has a very distinct scent. This one I found that's actually not super strong. When you initially put it on, you smell it. Yes, you put it over your face, but even I put this stuff all over my face, on my nose, and right under my lip too. And within like a minute or two, the smell kind of goes away from me. Like, it's still there if I like wipe my face and say I smell my hand, but the scent is not so strong and lingering. At least for me, it's not. If you're super sensitive to smells though, I don't know, like maybe test it in the store or something and see if it like really bothers you that much. Moving on, the only other thing I have to add to this video are my monthly not so favorites. And this month, it's surprisingly a makeup product that I had high expectations for, but whatever. Guys, these LA Pro concealers, I don't know. So for underneath my eyes, I got 2 of these. One was in pure beige, one was in creamy beige, I believe. These ones, they're not so bad actually. I think I should have gotten something a little lighter also, because those are kind of like my skin tone. Doesn't really highlight and brighten, so I've been adding in the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. That stuff is great. But the problem I've been having honestly is with this one, the darker one that I use for contouring. Now, in terms of the actual shade, it's great for contouring. In terms of the blendability, not so great. It has not been the easiest thing to blend out, and I've been so frustrated because I would like put it, and I don't put a lot, I just put a thin line like right by my cheekbones. I'm trying to blend it out, and it's just like I need to take my brush and my beauty blender and like really scrub on my skin to blend it in, and I feel like I'm taking off my foundation and primer in the process. Like, it's just ridiculous. Now, I don't know, I'm gonna keep playing around with this because I mean, I have seen people use it and it like works great. I think what I'm gonna do though is maybe this dries too quickly, so maybe I just need to work in sections. So only apply a little here and here, blend it out quickly, then apply a little bit along the forehead and jaw, blend it out. Not just what I usually do is just apply and blend. Maybe that's just not the way to go with this, but like, no matter what I tried so far, it's been really finicky and hard to blend out and make look natural or just like smooth and blended. I've been having a hard time. So this is my like not so monthly favorite, and that's kind of the only thing that's been giving me an issue this month. That's pretty much it, guys. Those are my monthly favorites. Those are the things I've been loving and the one thing that I've been not so loving. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to check out my previous videos. Don't forget to check out my social media, my blog, and all that stuff. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.